Philly Boy J here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing another easy dinner recipe for my college students and my beginners. So what we're going to be making today is steak and gravy, egg noodles, and green beans. Okay? And this is another really easy, simple, and quick dinner recipe that I'm going to be showing you guys. The kind of steak that we're going to be using today is boneless chuck steak. Already thawed it out. Just rinsing it off a little bit now. I'm not going to remove the fat because the fat gives the steak flavor. Just want to rinse it off. Okay guys, so you're not going to need that many seasonings, but here are the seasonings that we're going to be using. You're going to need seasoning salt. If you don't have seasoning salt, you can substitute it with regular salt or adobo season, like I always say. We're going to be using garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. Okay. Minced garlic and Worcestershire sauce are optional. So if you don't have minced garlic, or as I like to call it, W sauce because it's hard to pronounce, that's okay. But minced garlic and Worcestershire sauce, I feel, gives the steak a really, really good flavor, and it takes the recipe to another level. And last but not least, make sure you use an onion. With a steak without onions, guys. Okay, so with your onion, you're going to dice it up into long pieces. Okay. Kind of like that. You're just going to slice it one time this way, like that. Okay, so that's where your onion should look. We're going to add our steak. And what I did was I basically sliced the boneless chuck steak up into medium-sized pieces. You can keep them big if you like. About 6 nice sized pieces. Okay. And we're going to season our steak with the seasoning salt. Okay. Garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, a few teaspoons of minced garlic, and a few teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. Like I said, if you can't find it, that's okay, but you might want to go out and look for this because this really adds delicious flavor to steak, okay? Massage this all in really well. It smells so good. Okay guys, so we're going to add a little water. I'll say about 1/4 cup of water. So we're done with the steak for now. We're going to place it in the oven on 350 degrees. We're going to bake it for an hour and a half covered. And then we're going to, after an hour and a half, remove the aluminum foil. And I'll let you guys know what to do after that. But for now, we're going to focus on our green beans. What you're going to do is you're going to drain some of the juice from the can of green beans. We're not going to need all of the juice that comes with it. So drain some of it and you can add some of the juice to the pan. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to drain some of this juice into the pan because we're going to be using some of that. That's about all we need. And you're going to drain the rest of the juice in the sink. Okay, so cut your fire onto high heat. And you're going to add your green beans. Okay. We're going to season our green beans with a very, very small amount of seasoning salt. Don't add much. I like to add a little garlic powder and pepper. Now I usually do a little more than this to my green beans, but since I'm teaching beginners how to make this, I'm not going to get too fancy. Alright? But I will tell you, if you can add just a little pinch of sugar to balance out the bitter taste that the green beans in the can come with. Also going to add some butter or margarine. And we're going to stir these in. We're going to let these cook for about 7 minutes. Okay guys, so you're going to get a small pot. You're going to fill it up with a small amount of water, about 2 cups of water. And you're going to cut your fire on high heat. And you don't have to really wait for the water to come to a boil because it's on high heat, so it's going to get hot pretty fast. So you're going to let these go for about 7 to 10 minutes, and you're going to cut the fire off once they're tender. Alright? Okay, so we're going to drain our noodles. They're all done now. Then we're going to add them back to the pot. I'm going to add some butter to the noodles. And I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning salt and pepper. That's going to give them a really, really good taste. Okay, so I checked the steak after about an hour and a half, and it's as tender as I like it. So I'm going to let it go for about an additional half an hour uncovered. So once it gets tender, you're going to cook it for another half an hour uncovered like this, okay? So that can brown a little bit on top. And if you want to create a little gravy, you can just add a little flour, stir it in. I'm going to add about that much there. Sprinkle it in. And I'm going to stir it in. Okay, so I'm going to let this go for about another 15 minutes until the steak browns a little more, okay? Okay guys, so that's our steak. So let's get ready to plate our dinner and grub. Philly style. Add our green beans. We're going to add our buttery, well-seasoned egg noodles. And then we're going to add our delicious steak and gravy. Look at that. Ah, yes. A wonderful dinner. Yes. 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 Fill this plate all the way up. I'm going to grub. I'm going to grub. And so are all of my college students and my baby cooks out there. I love the gravy. A very simple and easy dinner recipe for beginners and young adults living away from home now. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. I'll be back with more quick, easy dinner recipes in the near future. Peace.